The man charged over the abduction of Cleo Smith will stay in custody as police continue to gather evidence in the case that has gripped the country. The 4-year-old was in good spirits yesterday when she was seen in her mum's arms for the first time since her extraordinary rescue by police in the early hours of Wednesday morning.
Yesterday, 36-year-old Carnarvon local Terence Darrell Kelly appeared briefly in court. He's been charged with forcibly taking a child under 16 and another charge. The town of Carnarvon is still coming to terms with the emotion and the trauma of the past 3 weeks. Cecile O'Connor is in Carnarvon for us today. She joins us now. Cecile, good morning. You were one of the few reporters in court yesterday. What happened there?
Yeah, as you say, it was a brief court appearance, unusual in some respects. He walked into the court barefoot, which is not necessarily unusual. Police often take things off the prisoners, laces and whatnot, and looked around. He slumped in his chair. The magistrate took some time to even confirm his name. He was saying, "Is this your name?" And there was no response. He asked a few times, and then finally Mr. Kelly acknowledged that was his name. He appeared agitated at different times during the appearance. Not long after he walked in, he looked at myself and a colleague and swore and said, "What are the media doing here?" And the magistrate explained to him that the media are allowed in court. It's an open court. So the charge was read to him. The charge is a long charge of forcibly enticing or taking a child away from their parents or guardians, and the magistrate said that is commonly known as child stealing, and he said he understood that charge. So no requirement on him to plead because it is such an early stage of the court process, and he also made no application for bail. But there are a few more outbursts during the court appearance. He looked up later, other journalists came in and he pointed over, he said, "What are you smiling at?" There were a few sort of outbursts like that before the matter was adjourned for legal advice. There were 4 detectives in the court. One of them was Cameron Blaine, who of course was one of the officers who went in and into the house where little Cleo was found and rescued her, and he spoke outside court.
Does it feel good to have him before court?
Certainly does. It's obviously a culmination of lots of hard work, and that's what we've been here for. So, it's fantastic, but I'm not prepared to make any more comments on that. Thank you.
Cecile, we did see some really heartwarming pictures of Cleo with her family yesterday. She appeared to be in good spirits.
Yes, the Premier flew up yesterday, went and visited the family, said that's how she appeared, and then later she was seen in her mum's arms being taken off to speak to special interviewers. And so lovely. I'm sure she spent a lot of time in her mum's arms since returning home. Also, back at the house, we went to the house yesterday, there's still officers set up there, of course, with masks on, forensic gear, bringing out bags and bags of evidence from the house. The police have said they want to know what happened during those 18 days. They need to track everything. So Mr. Kelly has been charged, he has been in court, but this investigation is still ongoing and they're still collecting evidence. There are drone pilots still in Carnarvon, about 140 officers. It is a big investigation. So yes, as you say, those lovely pictures of Cleo yesterday in her mum's arms. And police also released some audio. Previously we've seen the images of Cleo outside the house. Yesterday police released audio of the moment when officers first found her.
We got her. I've got her. Hey Bobby.
Bring the camera in.
Hey, come here. Come here. I've got you, Bobby.
What's your name?
You're alright.
What's your name? What's your name, sweetheart?
My name is Cleo.
Your name is
You're all
Cleo.
right.
Hello, Cleo.
If anything, our expectations probably weren't going to be great, but it was obviously a very emotional experience when we were going in, and it was a good result. I just saw, obviously, a little girl just sitting there, so I didn't even think about anything else other than just picking her up.
What are the next steps now, Cecile?
Well, this man appeared in court. As I said, the police forensics, that investigation is still going on, and he didn't plead to the charges. His lawyer appeared by video link from Geraldton Court, which is about 500 kilometres away, and he said he wanted the case adjourned for legal advice. So that's where it is at the moment. So he is now behind bars, and it comes back to court in early December.
Cecile O'Connor in Carnarvon for us today. Thank you.